In a quiet village surrounded by fields and small shops, there lived a young man named Ryan. Ryan was only 25, but life already felt heavy on his shoulders. Every morning, he walked to the same grocery store, tied on the same apron, and worked long hours with the same tired smile. He had been there for 5 years. He started at the bottom, stocking shelves and cleaning floors. But through patience and effort, he earned promotions, and for the past 3 years, he held a respectable position. Ryan wasn't lazy. In fact, he was the kind of person who saved every month without fail. But even after all that discipline, something kept bothering him. His savings were growing, but painfully slow. And one night, while counting his money under a dim light, he whispered to himself, "There has to be a smarter way," because Ryan understood one thing. Working hard was important, but working forever just to survive was not the dream. Ryan didn't want a second job. He barely had energy left after his first one. He wanted something different, something that could grow quietly in the background, even while he slept. So on his day off, he made a decision. He would go meet someone the entire region talked about, a wealthy man from a nearby village. Mr. Dina. People said Mr. Dina owned farmland, small businesses, and assets that earned money without him chasing it every day. And to Ryan, that sounded like magic. When Ryan arrived, he didn't find a man running around or shouting orders. Instead, Mr. Dina was sitting calmly beneath a wide, shady tree near his fields, a warm cup of coffee in his hand, a peaceful expression on his face. He looked like someone who had no worries left to carry. Ryan greeted him respectfully, and after a moment of hesitation, he finally spoke from the heart. "Sir, I work hard and I save, but my money grows too slowly. I want to learn how to make my money work for me." Mr. Dina smiled, as if he had been waiting for this question his whole life. "That's a good goal, Ryan," he said softly, "and you're not late. You're early." He took a slow sip of coffee, then leaned forward. "Passive income isn't only for rich people. It's for people who think differently. Even a small amount can become powerful, if you use it wisely." Ryan's eyes widened. He was ready to learn everything. Mr. Dina raised one finger. "First, you must build your foundation. The first step is simple. Save money, save consistently, not just when life feels easy, but even when it feels hard." Then he added something important. "And don't start by borrowing money. Avoid loans when you're still learning. It's safer to work, save, and grow step by step." Ryan nodded quickly. "Yes, sir. I understand." Mr. Dina lifted a second finger. "Now the second step. Control your desires." Ryan blinked. Mr. Dina continued. "When people start saving, they feel proud. And then they rush to reward themselves. A new phone, a fancy bike, a shiny car, but most expensive things lose value fast. They don't grow your money. They drain it." Ryan exhaled slowly. He had dreamed of those things too, but suddenly he realized something. If he spent everything to look successful, he would stay broke forever. "You're right," Ryan said. "If I spend it all now, I'll have nothing left." Mr. Dina nodded. "Exactly." Then Mr. Dina stood up and motioned Ryan to walk with him through the village. He lifted a third finger. "Step 3 is the most exciting one. Start looking for opportunities. Not far away, not in fantasy, right here, around you." As they walked, Mr. Dina pointed toward a small house nearby. "See that man?" he asked. "He started a small Wi-Fi service with less than 500,000. Ryan looked surprised. Mr. Dina pointed again. "And over there, that family began raising chickens with a similar amount. They didn't wait for millions. They started with what they had." Ryan stopped walking for a moment. His mind felt like it was waking up. So many chances. "And I never noticed," he said quietly. Mr. Dina smiled. "That's what happens when you only focus on your job. You forget to see the world." They returned to the same shady tree where the lesson began. Mr. Dina lifted a fourth finger. "Step 4. Once you find an opportunity, don't delay too long. Start small, learn while doing, because the real challenges don't show up in planning. They show up after you begin." Ryan felt his heart beat faster. He understood this deeply. Waiting for the perfect moment was just another excuse to stay stuck. Mr. Dina raised a fifth finger. "Step 5 is growth. When your passive income begins to earn, Reinvest it. Don't waste the profits immediately. Use the money to expand little by little, he paused, then said firmly. This is how small beginnings turn into big results, Ryan nodded. He could already picture it. One small step, then another. Then a life completely transformed. Mr. Dina lifted a sixth finger. Step 6. Diversify. Don't depend on only one income stream. Once your first source becomes stable, build another. That way, if one slows down, you don't collapse, Ryan smiled. That sounds smart. Mr. Dina gave a small laugh. And yes, you can enjoy your success. You worked for it, but don't lose control. Spend only a part of your profit. Never let pleasure become your new trap. Ryan felt a quiet confidence rising inside him. Finally, Mr. Dina lifted his seventh finger. And the last step. Be patient. Stay consistent. Keep learning, because passive income doesn't grow overnight. It grows slowly. Then suddenly, he looked Ryan in the eyes and said something Ryan would never forget. Many people fail, not because they're not capable, but because they stop too early. They quit before the results arrive. Ryan sat silently for a moment. The wind moved through the leaves above them, and for the first time in years, he didn't feel trapped. He felt free. He thanked Mr. Dina with genuine respect. And after sharing lunch with Mr. Dina's family, Ryan stood up to leave. He smiled, full of excitement, not because he was already rich, but because now he finally had a roadmap and a new belief that his future could be different. Now, let's learn some new words from today's story. Passive income means money you earn with little to no daily effort after the first setup. Example, renting a room can create passive income. Asset means something valuable you own that can bring benefits in the future. Example, land is a powerful asset. Allocate means to set aside something for a special purpose. Example, he allocated part of his salary for investment. Savings means money you keep and store for future use. Example, her savings helped her start a small business. Consistent means doing something regularly without stopping. Example, consistent practice improves your English fast. Capital means money used to start or grow a business. Example, he needed more capital to expand his service. Adaptation means adjusting to new conditions or changes. Example, adaptation helps people survive in difficult times. And remember, English becomes easier when you learn it through stories. So keep listening, keep practicing, and keep growing. If this story helped you today, don't forget to like, comment, and share your thoughts. Thank you for watching. And I'll see you in the next story, where we'll keep learning together.